Welcome back, everybody. Derrick Soo, your East Oakland advocate. I just want to let you know about a couple of important votes going on today, and they all have to do with homeless services and homelessness here in Alameda County. First of all, we have the Alameda County Board of Supervisors uh, that are going to take a vote today to declare a state of emergency for homelessness. And um, if passed, then what that does, it focuses uh, um, resources right there from Alameda County to uh, try and get funds from the state of California and also the federal government to help with the homeless issue. Uh, whether that's going to be uh, supportive permanent housing or not, we don't know. We don't know what that looks like yet because it hasn't been done yet, and it has to pass uh, because it's the homelessness in Alameda County. It was really incredible. I was looking at the numbers, and we had nearly 10,000 people this past January on living on the streets. Actually, 9,176 people on the last pit count just for Oakland. And that's a substantial growth from 2017's and 2019's count. Uh, and so the county is going to step in because it's obvious that the programs that are in place right now aren't working, and homelessness is growing and growing severely. And now, with no eviction safeguards in place anymore, people are being evicted, and so we're going to see these numbers. They're saying could double or even triple. So you're talking 12,000, 15,000, 18,000 people living on the streets of Oakland. And so um, Alameda County is stepping in and saying we are declaring a state of emergency on homelessness and housing. And so that vote occurs today at 1 p.m. And then today on the city of Oakland at 1 o'clock. There's a vote for um, a homeless issue that has uh, really changed the dynamics of homeless rights here in the city of Oakland because us advocates, especially Nita B, she and our lead counsel at the time, which was Osha Newman, they defeated the state of California, and then also they had 7 pending constitutional rights violations against the homeless right here in Oakland, against the city of Oakland, under Mayor Libby Schaaf's uh, administration. And so she already has won not only Caltrans and got monetary restitution for all of the plaintiffs plus land, but also uh, right now um, she was granted a seat at uh, how um, operating procedures and management of homeless uh, encampments is now part of the city charter. So things are moving along in a good way, but that vote also happens today, late in the day. I think it happens at about 3 o'clock because we've been asked that we go to City Hall today and support the measure. It's going to be first thing up on the 1 o'clock agenda, is my understanding. And so those are two major things that are affecting the homeless uh, right now here in Oakland. And last night's meeting, the Hog meeting, was real interesting because we talked about a lot of different things that are happening with Alameda County healthcare for the homeless, and also housing that is on the table. And then also we had Nita B talking about today's agenda when it comes up at the city council meeting this afternoon. So important things, and hopefully positive changes to get uh, real housing and make real housing available to people. And also, by we know that criminals don't take the housing because there's rules and regulations, and so by getting the real homeless folks into real housing, that removes that issue, and then we can go back and revisit the criminals that are left on the streets, kind of like what's happened over at my former um, homeless community, a sanctioned community that was closed down, and that site has now been taken over by all nothing but criminals over there. There are no homeless people. Uh, there have been several attempts by intervention agencies, and they left there in fear for their lives because it's a dangerous situation down there, and uh, it's all criminals, and majority of them have been released about 30 days now, uh, and they're back doing their thing, because back over at 77th Avenue, we're starting to see stolen vehicles, burned up vehicles. They just cleared mountains of trash yesterday and today, and but they're just starting to remove cars and trucks that are stolen and stripped, uh, and in various uh, um, parts, various means of dismantlement. And so, anyway, that's what's going on, and we're working very hard to get the people who are deserving of housing into housing, and by getting those folks into real housing, we can start dealing with the crime and criminals, because then we start uh, their hideouts that are disguised as homeless uh, shelters on the street can no longer exist without scrutiny, and that's what we have to do. And this is the best way to do it. We get the innocent people off the streets. We have the criminals won't go into housing. None of them do. In fact, some of them already have housing, but they use these street shelters and the homeless camps as criminal enterprises. We saw that uh, uh, really in your face down at Wood Street. Well, some of those characters from Wood Street moved over here to 77th Avenue, and also uh, some of the other areas here in East Oakland, and makes it very dangerous for a lot of folks because they have no morals or scruples, and they'll just shoot at anything and anyone, and it doesn't matter if you're on two legs, four legs. It don't matter to them. They just shoot at it because they have no care uh, about anything. So anyway, thanks for joining me today. Hope you are siding with the homeless right now, and we are trying very hard to uh, clean up the problem here in Oakland, because the leadership and the administration in Oakland uh, is not smart enough to get us out of the mess that they put us into. I mean, literally, the mayor was responsible for where we're at today. She was one of those that screamed loudly defund the police, defund the police, defund the police. And then also you have Nikki Fornutado Bass, who was saying the same thing. That's why you have Oakland in such a mess. Thanks for joining me today. We'll be right back.